Regulatory signs. Regulatory signs are often used to inform drivers of their rights and obligations. You are likely to see some of the more prevalent regulatory signs on any given drive, including the stop sign, yield sign, no turn on red sign, and speed limit sign. Slower traffic, keep right. On some multi-lane highways, this sign is posted for drivers who are traveling less quickly than the general flow of traffic. The slow driver is reminded to stay in the right lane. Road closed, no traffic allowed on the road. Detour. Speed limit lights flashing, limit on speed in the school zone. When the lights are flashing, do not go over the posted speed limit, and keep an eye out for kids playing close to the road. Speed limit, children, only in effect when there are children present, the school zone speed limit. If you notice children close to the road, reduce your speed to the posted limit. The posted speed restriction may only be followed during school days when children are present in various states. Usual school hours are 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. but hours may vary. Minimum speed limit. The minimum speed limit traffic sign indicates the slowest speed at which you may proceed. Sometimes a single sign will have both the maximum and lowest speed restrictions written on it. No turns. At an intersection with a no turns sign, you are not permitted to turn either right or left. You can only proceed straight through the intersection. Emergency stopping only. Only genuine emergencies, such as car problems that could endanger your safety or medical emergencies, are allowed to be stopped in the area designated by the emergency stopping only traffic sign. Restricted lane ahead. A lane is designated as being dedicated for specific activities or types of vehicles by a diamond-shaped marking. During rush hour traffic, the lanes are typically set aside for buses or vehicles that carpool. Turn right only. One of the lane use control signs for regulations. Road signs that read turn right only designate designated turn lanes. Only right turns are permitted from the lane indicated by this sign. Turn left or right. This lane permits turns to the left and the right. Straight travel is prohibited. Turn left only. You are aware that you are in a designated turn lane and can only move in the direction indicated by the arrow when you are driving in the lane designated by this road sign. Straight or turn right. This sign alerts drivers to the division of their lane into two distinct ways. You can either turn right or continue straight through the intersection from this lane. Lane use control sign. Lane use control signs are rectangular, black and white signs that indicate whether unusual turning motions are allowed from certain lanes at an intersection or whether they are needed. Only the direction specified for your traffic lane may your car move. Center turn lane. For left turns in both directions of travel, the center lane is shared. It is not permitted to drive or pass in the center turn lane. Right turn signal. This sign, which indicates that the traffic light governs right turn movements, is placed adjacent to a traffic signal. Reserved parking. These markers identify spaces set aside for drivers with disabilities. A special parking placard or permitted registration plates need to be visible on the automobile when parking in the place designated by the sign that reads reserved parking. Railroad crossing gate. At some crossings, gates with flashing light signals are employed. When the lights start to flash and the gate is about to close, stop. Keep coming to a standstill until the gates are opened and the lights turn off. Never try to drive around a gate that has been lowered. Additionally, when a train is imminent and a flagman, crossing signal, or law enforcement official, people are not permitted to cross railroad tracks. Railroad crossbuck. The railroad crossing sign is positioned where the tracks cross the road at railroad crossings. The crossbuck sign can be handled similarly to a yield sign. Slow down, keep an ear out for approaching trains, and be ready to stop if you see or hear one. Opposing traffic extended green. The location of this road sign allows for the possibility of oncoming vehicles passing through the intersection after your signal has turned red. One way. The one-way sign alerts you to the fact that you are about to cross a one-way street and that you can only turn in the direction indicated by the arrow. No U-turn. The following traffic sign forbids U-turns. At this intersection, turning completely to the left to travel in the other direction is not permitted. No right turn on red. Right turns are not permitted at this crossing when the red light cycle is in effect. To make the turn, you must hold off until the green light appears. No turn on red. This traffic sign states that turning during a red light cycle is prohibited. Remember that turning left or right is not permitted for this notice. Before making a turn, you must wait until the traffic light turns green. No trucks. Large trucks are prohibited from using the roadways where the no trucks sign is posted. No right turn. At a junction with a no right turn sign, don't make a right turn. At the crossroads, you have two options: go straight through or make a left. No pedestrian crossing. A no pedestrian crossing sign prohibits pedestrians from doing so in this location. No parking. Parking is prohibited where this sign is present. Some states designate the pavement with additional marks to let vehicles know there are parking restrictions nearby. Regulatory signs are one of the first things a new driver should memorize because of how common and significant they are. You simply must be aware of the typical regulations if you plan to drive in traffic. No left turn on red. Left turns are not permitted at this intersection when the red light is on. To make the turn, you must hold out until the green light appears. No left turn. This road sign warns drivers that left turns are not permitted. At an intersection, you have the option of proceeding straight through or turning right when you notice the no left turn sign. No bicycles. Bicyclists are prohibited from using the roads where the no bicycles sign is posted. The sign is typically erected on highways with high speeds. Left turn yield on green. At busy crossroads, the left turn yield on green road sign is put up to inform drivers that they can make a left turn on green as long as they yield to approaching traffic. Keep right. The keep right sign's appearance may vary from state to state, but its meaning remains constant. The sign directs you to stay to the right of the obstruction as it denotes a traffic island or a highway divider. Pass with care. Rectangular, black and white signs that read pass with care mark the end of a no passing zone. The reminder provided by this road sign is that passing is permitted as long as it can be done safely. Do not pass. Where passing is prohibited, you may see it on the traffic sign that says do not pass. How far you can see in front determines where you can pass. They take into account hidden dangers including hills, bends, crossroads, driveways, and other areas where a car might enter the road. Do not enter. A do not enter sign, which forbids automobiles from joining a one-way roadway where traffic is traveling in the other direction, is typically placed at the start of one-way streets and ramps. The wrong way sign is typically posted alongside a do not enter traffic sign. Divided highway. If you see a sign that reads divided highway, it means that your current route intersects a divided highway that has a guide rail or a median. Remember that you can only turn right at the first roadway and you can only turn left at the second roadway if you need to merge onto the split highway. Yield to oncoming traffic, a second placard that could be present in addition to a yield sign. The right-of-way belongs to the traffic moving in the other direction if you see this placard. Yield. Triangles indicate a yield. You must reduce your speed to a level that is safe under the circumstances and cannot stop if necessary. If there is a marked stop line, use it if you need to stop. You must give way to any other cars in the intersection or coming up behind you on a side street or auxiliary road that merges onto a major highway after slowing down or halting. Speed limit. Rectangular black and white signs called speed limit signs are used to indicate the maximum and minimum permitted speeds. These signs might designate specific speed limitations that only apply at specific times, under specific circumstances, or to particular types of vehicles. You are not permitted to exceed the posted top speed restriction. Wrong way. On a highway or an expressway exit ramp, you are traveling the opposite direction. Don't go around this sign. Turn around right away. Stop here on red. When it's unclear where cars are supposed to stop at a stop sign intersection, this sign is utilized. Stop just before the stop line if there is one. Stop except right turn. When used with the stop sign, this placard enables motorists to make a right turn without coming to a complete stop. Four-way stop. This road sign alerts motorists that all entrances to this intersection are governed by stop signs by placing it at four-way stops. The first vehicle to arrive at the intersection should be the first to leave. When two vehicles arrive at the intersection simultaneously, the driver of the vehicle on the left must yield to the driver of the vehicle on the right. If two vehicles are facing each other and are traveling straight through the intersection, both vehicles may proceed at the same time. Stop sign, a white and red traffic control sign. The only 8-sided octagonal traffic sign, you can clearly identify it by its shape and color. You must completely stop at every intersection where there is a stop sign before checking for oncoming vehicles and pedestrians. Give way to any people crossing the roadway and other vehicles entering the intersection. While some of them, like no turn on red, etc., may appear a little annoying, they are there for your safety. Road accidents claim the lives of 1.3 million people annually, some of which may be avoided if people followed the posted regulation road signs. Following the regulations of the road will help you avoid wrong-way collisions in fast vehicles.